Hi, thank you for joining me. So I'm sorry, before I start, I'm going to apologise because I've got a bit of a croaky throat and I've been having a few coughing fits. So I've got water on standby. I apologise in case I start coughing. So thank you for taking part in the little poll that I did on the Facebook group, and the flower making video won. So I've printed a few sheets off, some flowers and some leaves. And I just thought I would show you how you can find where these are. So I've got my little iPad on the website. So if you're on the Facebook group and you've seen something, you have got a direct link to take you to that product that I'm showing you something about, whether that be on a blog post or a card sample or something like that. You have a link to take it directly to the product that I've used. But if you just want to look for something, down the left hand side is the categories of all of the different bits that I've got. So I've got download kits, topper sheets, there's special paper crafting kits for junk journals, albums and ephemera. There's the tea bag folding sheets, printable papers, singles and kits. Then you've got your make your own bunting. Then underneath there you've got your flower former sheets. So if I click on there, these are all of the flower former sheets and foliage. So there's quite a few. So I've printed that ivory one out. I've got both of the pansy sheets printed out to show you. So we'll go to the next page. I've got quite a few, so you can go on and have a look. There's even some poppy seed heads. So we'll go back and know that this little one here, if I click on that, so on an iPad I often get asked that the page won't scroll, and that is because what we need to do is we need to slide from the side. So you've got your little page slider and it will let you go down so you can read all the information that you need to know about the download. So you've got how to print, our returns and refunds policy, the angel policy for me designs, and then a picture of what the download looks like. So in this case you're getting your 2 flower former sheets and 2 plain colour sheets, so you can do all of your die cutting and embossing with the same colours to make everything coordinated for you. So these are all the samples at the bottom, so ideas of how you can use the flowers in your projects. So go back to flower former. So this was the one I did the other day. So you've got your sheet. I'm going to scroll down using the sidebar. And then at the bottom of all the listing pages for my kits and sheets, I try and include samples just to give you a little bit of added inspiration of how you can use the sheets. So there was the cards made with this sheet here. So we shall get started. The glue gun's on, heating up as we speak. So when I start using these, by all means cut these out and use them to adorn your projects, your cards, your albums. You can cut them out and lay them up, so decoupage style, just to give them a little bit of elevation so it's up and raised off your card. But the flower former sheets, as opposed to just the normal fussy cut flower sheets, they've been designed in a way that you can actually use a ball tool and a foam mat to get some extra shape on them to make your own 3D flowers. So when I cut my sheets out, I like to work with a smaller tile. It makes it easier on my hands and it gives us a more precise cut. So use my bigger scissors. These are my trusty old titanium Westcott scissors. I've had these since 2008. They were a gift. They're a little bit tatty now, but they're still super sharp, and because they're titanium, they're easy to clean. I can cut through foam pads, double-sided tape, you name it, and they clean so easily. So I love me titanium blades. And I did ask if people wanted to see me snips in a video, and I thought I might as well use them today to show you anyway. So these are the Tim Holtz snips, produced by Tonic Studios here in the UK. And basically they're like a straight edge mini set of secateurs. They're so easy and comfy to use. And I mean, if you've watched my videos before, you'll see my trusty old Martha Stewart's and my even older Acme. I love these style of scissors because it's a lot more easier on your hands. If you struggle with arthritis or you've got dexterity issues, that can be quite taxing on your hands over a period of time, where it's a lot more comfortable to use this shape. It's a lot more ergonomic. It's a lot more easy to hold, and it just allows you to cut more for longer. So these are a little bit sad. The spring keeps popping out and I keep having to glue them back together, and they're made with a funny plastic that's got a bit of a funny colour over time. So I thought I would treat myself to a new set. They look a bit better for the videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the arms together, and we're going to take the cover off first. Now please be careful with these. I don't want to be patronising, but these are super sharp. The blades are lovely and thin. It means you can get really close into detail work and cut out what you need to. So just like secateurs, and I love this bit, that is your little metal latch to unlock the blades. So you're just going to pull that down and your snips will open and you're ready to start cutting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut round each petal on the edge, and I am not going to worry about it too much. These are so forgiving because there's no big thick black line. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that there's no white space on the outside of the flowers. If I cut inside the line, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to know. So there's one done. And I love having a fussy cutting night. Get yourself a nice cup of coffee or hot chocolate. Put your feet up. Binge watch your favourite programmes. And sit and do all your fussy cutting. Now I usually do that with foliage, because I go through so much. I like to get a big batch done. So whenever I'm needing some foliage for my cards, I've got a stash done already. I did some the other day, so I've got little bay leaves and ivy, and so as you will notice, what I'm doing is just applying slight pressure on these, and most of the work is actually done with my left hand. So I am rotating this little piece of paper as we go. So there's me 3 cut out. It's up to you. You can use them as single layers, you can layer them up. You are the card maker, you are the artist, you are the card designer. It is completely up to you. Have a play about, do all of the techniques, bring them together. So I do a bit of decoupage, if I show you the cards that I've done. The one in the middle, I have literally cut around, and then the next layer, I have literally just cut out this bit and sat it on top. And then the 2 little ones are shaped with a ball tool. I'll show you that in a second, but they're just single layers. So the one in the middle is 2 layers. The 2 on the outside are just singles. Whereas this one is a good mix of, that's 2 layers, 2 layers. This one's, don't you hate glue strings? This one's 2 layers, single layer, doesn't that pollen look so realistic? I'll come on to that in a minute. I'll show you that later. And if I forget, please remind us, I'll do another video on that. So what we're going to do is we are going to if I do it this way around, I can show you the decoupage first. So for this layer, I'm just going to cut in on the second one, and I'm just going to follow that little line round. Now, you could do this as decoupage and using foam pads, these little guys. You could pop foam pads on the back and raise that up and sit it right on top like that. But we're going to take this even another step further, and what we're going to do is we are going to follow this line in not too far. You don't want it right into the centre, otherwise it'll make it prone to tearing. So, and then we're going to go around that line as well. So if I turn that over, you should be able to see quite clearly where I've cut. And then what we're going to do is now tools. This is a flower forming foam mat. It's a bit of a mouthful. This is an A4 sheet. I've had this before 2010. Christine gave us it from Pinflare, and I literally use this every day. It's a bit sad. It's covered in ink, it's covered in glue, but it does the job. I've not managed to find A4, but they've got the exact same one on Amazon. It's an A5, so it'll be half this size, but that's really all you need. If you're just starting out with this, you don't need a lot of tools. You need a ball tool that has a decent size end on that side and a decent size end on that side. 7 or 8 mil for your bigger end is ideal. So I'm going to zoom back out a bit. And I'm just literally going to go right round the outside. And what that'll do is it'll just give a little bit of shape to the pansy flower. And then I'm going to go right round the outside, roll the ball right round the outside and draw it into the centre. Starting at this side, right round the outside and draw it into the centre, and then right round the outside and draw the ball tool into the centre. Now you'll see that's come right up on itself, and that's because we snipped in. It gives you more surface area to get your ball tool in and really give it some good shape. So we're going to turn it right side up and press in the centre like that, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue. You can use a really good tacky glue for this, but it's easier for the videos if I use the glue gun because it dries more or less instantly and I don't have to wait for it. So some of the sheets have, especially the foliage, some have all the same size. With the flower sheets, normally, most of them, the sheets all have graduated sizes on them. So you can mix and match, use the same size, it's up to you. So there's your little pansy flower. Glue strings. So we'll do another one, So, use me big scissors to cut out my little tiles. Right around the outside. And these are, you will get Speedy Gonzales for this. The more you do, the easier it'll get. And before you know it, you'll have loads of lovely shaped flowers to start shaping with a ball tool. Now, ball tool and foam mat are amazing. If you're just starting out, that's all you really need. I've been using them for many, many years. If you're just doing flower dies, for example, like this set here, if you notice, the leaves and the flowers have got so much detail on them, and this is just plain coloured card. So I invested for my Canada sessions in the Spellbinders tool set. This is Susan's Garden's Ultimate tool set, and I absolutely love it. I've been wanting this for so long, and I've put it back in the box to make it nice for you so you could see what was included. But I have been using this so much. I loved it that much. I bought one for Laura, and she loves using it too. It has really taken my die cut flowers that I made a card to an absolutely another level. So this is your tool. You get scissors, you get 2 sets of tweezers, and I've been using these literally so much. My nails are getting that little bit longer. Normally I just pick gems up and flowers up with me fingernails, but when they get to a certain size, when they get long, it's harder to do that. So these have been absolutely awesome for getting things right in where I want them. If you can imagine, these tiny little berries and stuff, I've been able to just grab, dab a little bit of glue on them and literally put them exactly where I want them. And it's also really good for picking the glue strands out as well. Got one right there, and it just literally pulls. So I'm loving this tool set. You also get your little foam mat, which is a mini version of this. You get your leaf moulding mat, and you get your colouring mat as well. So you get all those bits, and you get in your little case to keep them all nice. So your tool, you have your, all you do is pull this down to release the tool bit. And that is your so we have 2 loop tools. One's short, one's long. That's the little one. That's the big one. And they're to add the striations onto your petals. So all of the details. So if you think of a beautiful cosmos flower, and you've got all those beautiful striations running down the petals, this is what you use to achieve that look. Then my favourite one is this sort of funny hook looking tool. If I pull that out, you'll be able to see it a bit better. That is for shaping your leaves. So if I do pull that down, insert your tool, and once it's in, it'll stop, it won't go any further. So if I take one of these and do a few lines and turn that over, see how realistic that looks. So I've been loving this tool set. I really wished I'd tried myself earlier. So I will pop the leaf one on that side, and then this is my other favourite one. So you have got as well a few ball tool attachments. Included, which is not too dissimilar to this size. So I tend to have this one out and I leave these tools in, and this is what I work between. So my tonic ball tool is looking rather sad. It looks a bit minging actually, it needs a good clean, but it gets used every day. I've had this well over 10 years. the new ones are actually blue, so when I pop a link onto the ones on Amazon, it's not that it's a different one, it's just the newer ones are a different colour. So I'll pop these back in. These scissors are lovely and small and really, really sharp. I've been using these for ribbon, which is fantastic because my dedicated ribbon scissors are huge. So it's been nice to have a little set of precision scissors to use with little ribbons like this, and it gives a really nice crisp cut to them. Then you've got the little precision tweezers, which helps you get in and glue things where you want it to be. And then these little guys, which I love. So I wasn't expecting to show you the snips and the tool set on the video as well. So what I will do is I will put links to these on the Facebook page. I can't put links in the group because you're not allowed to post things that are not in a public environment, and obviously our craft group is private. So I will pop all the links to these. Please, if you do fancy these, go on and check them out because there is an offer on them, but I don't know when the offer runs out. So make sure you don't miss out because there's a little bit of a saving on them. So I'm going to have a little challenge and I'm going to go a little bit smaller. So just going to quickly cut this out. And like I say, after you've done a few, I'm not being too particular, look. You can see there's colour right round the outside and nobody would know. Right, so this one I'm going to go around the top like that, around the top on the other side. Then I'm going to go around there. I'm going to snip in the bottom, snip around there. So if I turn it over, you can see I've got a cut line and I've snipped more into the centre on each of those petals. Same with this one. So yeah, I'll put links to all of these bits and the flower sheets as well, just in case you want to go and take a look. You can find them easier than searching for them. Right, so turn it upside down. Always work on the other side. Roll it right around the outside and draw it back into the centre. So I'm going right the way around the outside, draw it back into the centre. I'm literally going to do that on every petal. And then turn it the right way up and just give it a nice sharp press like that. And then we are gonna glue that on top. And there's another little flower done. So I'll cut out some of these ivy leaves for you. So I'll start out with a couple of smaller ones. And a lovely ivy shape. Just cutting them right around the outside, really loose on the handles of the snips. They've got a lovely cush grip rubber hold to them, so they're really comfortable to hold. And what I was really pleased is the set came with a spare spring. So you get a spare one of these, and I just watched a video this morning to show how to change it over, and it's really simple. There's two little nubs that are made out of rubber on either side, And say you were to lose one, the spring, you just literally pop it back in. Where my Martha one, I've lost a few times, but I've managed to find the spring and I've actually got it glued with a glue gun. I've fixed these more times than not. So it's quite nice to have. Close them, pop up, and that'll keep your blades together. The latch is on, the latch is off, and then you're ready to go. So I'm so pleased with them. Definitely between the snips and my tool set, they are my favourite 2 upgrades this year. There we go, so there's my 2 little leaves cut out. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them over. All the detail I do on the flowers and leaves is always on the white side, not the printed side. Unless I'm doing your shaping, which is from the front. So we're going to go right round the outside of the ivy leaf. And then we're just going to turn it over and press. And then that is your beautiful shaped ivy leaf. Let's do another one. So start at the whatever side you're comfortable with. Depends whether you're a righty or a lefty. And I'm just literally going to roll, turn it over. Now, this paper that I'm printing onto is a beautiful 160 GSM, super smooth printing paper. I love it. It's one of my favourites. I get it on Amazon. I don't have to carry reams of paper about. It's delivered to my door. You get 250 sheets in a ream, and that even lasts me a while. Can you imagine the amount of printing I do? Everything I do gets test printed during the different stages, so I go through quite a lot of paper. So I've just sat the ivy leaves under the pansies, and you can see how delicate they look. So obviously flowers with larger petals are a little bit easier to do. I would love to do some more videos for the likes of osteospermum daisies and different sheets that I've got, the dahlias. And so if you have liked this video, please let us know, because I will do more. Oh, I didn't show you the pollen. Right, so I use this gorgeous pollen, and I've got it in a little old spice jar that I've washed out because I find it easier to use. And then just because I'm tight and thrifty, I don't have a little spoon. So what I did was I made a bit of card like that, cut it down, and then used my ball tool. I made myself a little spoon to be able to get some of the pollen out and use it like that. So what I am going to do is use some wet glue and I got a good deal on some wet glue, but it's in a huge bottle and it hurts my hands to squeeze it. So I decanted me glue into that bottle because that's my favourite bottle, and it's all nice and soft to use. It doesn't hurt my hands. So I'm just going to scoop some out and I'm just going to tap it on like that. Need to get some more of this. I go through so much. I've just got some St. Laura as well. And then just like with embossing powder, you can just tap off the excess and then pop that back into your container. just like that. And then you can see the realistic, lovely pollen centre. So the link to the pollen is on yesterday's blog post with the pansies. I'll post that again in the group just in case you want to take a look. There are different colours of the pollen as well. Oh my goodness, I've bought some and I don't know where I've put them. I'll have a look for them, and if I find them I'll post a picture of the different colours for you. So I hope you've liked this little video. As I say, if you have enjoyed it and you would like to see more, I love making flowers and I do this as a regular every week. So if you want to see more, let us know and I will get them sorted for you. Take care, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.